In life, many people try to live honestly. They work hard, respect others, and follow their values. Yet, sometimes, just one small thought can quietly change everything. One idea, one moment of weakness, one decision made in silence. Have you ever wondered how close success and failure truly are? Today's story is not about crime or punishment. It is about the mind. Because if we fail to control our thoughts, even a good and honest person can lose the greatest opportunity of their life. Many years ago, in a quiet countryside town, there lived a young man named Daniel. Daniel's life was simple, but it was not easy. He woke up every morning before sunrise, walked through the dusty roads of the town, and searched for work wherever he could. Some days he earned a little. Many days he earned nothing at all. At night he returned to his small rented room, cooked a modest meal, and slept with tired eyes and hopeful dreams. Daniel did not complain about his struggles. He believed that honest work, even when it paid little, kept his heart clean. In the past, he had worked at a small financial office, keeping records and accounts. But when his supervisor asked him to change numbers to cover a mistake, Daniel refused and walked away from the job. He lost his income that day, but he kept his integrity. One evening, after wandering all day without finding work, Daniel was walking home with slow steps and a heavy heart. As he passed a narrow road near the edge of town, he heard a tired voice behind him. "Is anyone there who can help me?" Daniel turned around. An elderly man stood there, bent slightly with age, beside 3 large travel sacks placed on the ground. The bags looked old, worn, and extremely heavy. Daniel paused only for a moment before stepping forward. "Yes," he said, "I can help." The old man smiled gently. "I must reach the next village before nightfall," he said. "I can manage 2 of these sacks, but the third one is too heavy for me. If you carry it, I will give you 5 silver coins." Daniel agreed without hesitation. When he lifted the sack, he almost stumbled. It was heavier than he expected. "This feels unusually heavy," Daniel said. The old man nodded calmly. "It is filled with copper coins." Daniel adjusted the sack on his shoulder and began walking beside the old man. As they moved along the road, Daniel noticed that the man kept glancing at him, as if measuring him. He must think, "I will run away," Daniel thought. But then he reminded himself, "I am not a thief. I earn what I receive." Soon they reached a shallow river flowing across their path. Without stopping, Daniel stepped into the water and crossed carefully. The old man stayed behind. "I am too old," the man said. "If I try to cross with both sacks, I may fall." "I can carry another one," Daniel replied. "I will pay you 5 more silver coins," the old man said. Then he hesitated. "But promise me you will not disappear with it." Daniel felt a sharp sting of irritation. "Why would I do that? Trust is rare these days," the old man said quietly. "This sack contains pure silver coins." Daniel straightened his back. "I do not cheat for money," he said firmly. "Give me the sack." He carried the second bag across the river. Even the thought of silver did not pull him away from his values. They continued until they reached the base of a rocky hill. Daniel climbed steadily, but when he looked back, the old man remained below. "I cannot climb with this sack," the man said, breathing heavily. "Then give it to me," Daniel replied. The old man grew silent. "This sack contains gold coins," he said at last. "If you run away now, I will never catch you." Daniel felt his patience thinning. "I have already proven myself," he said. I left a job because I refused to lie. I am an honest man. The old man studied him for a long moment. Finally, he handed over the third sack. Go ahead, he said. I will follow slowly. Wait for me on the other side. Daniel lifted the sack and began climbing alone. Halfway up the hill, a thought entered his mind. If I run now, he cannot stop me. Daniel shook his head and kept walking. But the thought returned, stronger. I could be free from this life forever. Then another thought followed. He is old. What will he do with all this money? His steps slowed. I am young. I could build a new life, comfort, respect, security. Breathing faster now, Daniel reached the top of the hill, and then, driven by his thoughts, he began to run. Daniel ran all the way home. His chest burned. His hands shook as he dropped the sacks onto the floor. With trembling fingers, he opened the first bag. There were no gold coins, only stones. He opened the second sack, stones again. The third bag was the same. Confused and fearful, Daniel noticed a folded note inside one of the sacks. He opened it slowly and read, I am the ruler of this land. I have no family and no heir. For many years, I have searched for an honest soul to adopt as my successor. These sacks were a test. If you had waited for me, you would have inherited a kingdom. Daniel sat on the floor, unable to breathe. All his life, he had lived honestly. He had walked away from lies. He had endured hardship with dignity. Yet one greedy thought, left unchecked, had undone everything. He realized something painful and true. He did not fail because he was dishonest. He failed because he stopped guarding his mind. When a tempting thought appears, pause. Do not fight it. Do not follow it. Simply observe it. Ask yourself, if I act on this thought, who will I become tomorrow? Most wrong actions begin as quiet ideas. When you slow down your thinking, you regain your power. Control the thought, and the action loses its grip. A single thought can change everything. Guard your thoughts, and your future stays safe. If this story touched you, please like, share, and subscribe for more calm and meaningful stories.